Bhagwishnama. Now we will do the second topic, that is era of human soldiers in the war field. Human soldiers is ophthalmologists who are working in the field for ICAM. So the journey through the golden age of ophthalmology and ICAMs. So I have done my MS from BJ Medical College, Ahmedabad, Western Regional Institute of Ophthalmology in 1981 to 85. That time we used to go every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we go to the remote villages of Gujarat around Ahmedabad with a mobile van or iCam on wheels and all these ancient photos about 40 years before with the so-called eye theaters in a tent and everything. So the campsite as well as operation theaters are in tents and schools. So we go with a vehicle and usually it is in tent or some nearby schools or somewhere like that. That is about 40 years before in Gujarat and Ahmedabad. So in 1985, I joined at Trishur Angamali Little Flower Hospital. So we started the war field of blindness. When every camp, we used to conduct a camp everywhere all over Kerala from Little Flower Hospital, Angamali. We call it as a camp was a battlefield against blindness. So that time Kerala has a lot of blind people suffering from cataract. And that time there's no computer, no smartphones. Only we have the team of doctors who have a commitment and courage. So each OPD felt like a mission field or war field that time. So Padma Shri Dr. Tony Fernandez was a pioneer to start the community healthcare or community eye care in Kerala. So this Little Flower Hospital in Long back, about 40 years before. So not only Dr. Tony Fernandez, along with so many eminent doctors like Dr. Epan, who recently passed out one month back, Dr. Itera, Dr. Ijamani, and Dr. Noel Moniz. Dr. Noel Moniz died about 10 years back. So these are the pioneers to start the ICAMs in Kerala by Little Flower Hospital, Angamali. Unfortunately, all these people become a KSOS president also. Unfortunately, Dr. Noel Moniz became only a scientific committee chairman. That time he died. And the ICAM started from, used to go from Kasaragod to Kanyakumari under the commandership of Dr. Tony Fernandez. And so many captains also. Dr. Noel Moniz was the first captain, then followed by myself. Then Dr. Radhamanan became the captain. So we travel all over Kerala conducting camps. And later, other eye hospitals also started eye camps all over Kerala. So these are the old camp photos done by Tony Sir. So you can see Tony Sir is examining a patient very, very long, about 40, 50 years before. Then these are later photos. And this is the makeshift operation theater in a school, in the various areas or tent, etc. And this is a post-operative examination by Tony Sir after cataract surgery and everything. So these are some of the old eye camps. So this is a Dr. Epan examining a patient in the camp. This is Dr. Itera examining patients, and this is Tony Sir examining. So this is Dr. Radhamanan, and this is myself about 35 years before, and this is Dr. Radhamanan about 30 years before. And these are the team of doctors working at, doctors and staff working at Little Flower Hospital, Angamali that time. And Dr. Chelsea also sitting here. He also, Dr. Rogan was here. All the teams that time about 1979. And these are our team members relaxing after camp, hectic camp. This is myself, Dr. Radharaman, everybody. So these are the doctors who do work in Little Flower Hospital, Angamali for the last 40 years. We assembled together in 2023 during the All India Ophthalmic Conferences. All these people work. These are all soldiers of Little Flower Hospital who are in the field of eye camps. You can see all these faces in this conference also. Majority was came for the conference also. And you see a flood of patients marching through the OPD. So these we call soldiers or army people. And there's a endless queue. There's a long queue. There's no record keeping, no computer, nothing, no appointment, everything. Only manual record keeping and shouting the names and the queue only. And usually every camp there will be 500 to 1,000 patients will be coming. And you know, the waiting room looked like a railway platform those days. Many of them had cutters, so at least 500,000 people sitting for waiting for a camp examination. So these are some of the camp photos. Usually the camp will be conducted in a makeshift arrangement in the with some curtains or some tarpaulin or something like this with a mobile vehicle and everything. So patients will be waiting in the shed and everything, and there's a big queue and everything. So these are some of the old photos of high camps. I see just like a warfield of blindness, when every camp was a battlefield against blindness. We will be going with a packed instruments in a small vehicle like this, generators, contain autoclaves, surgical trays, because that time we conduct the surgery at the campsite itself, either in the school or nearby church or some places, and that way makeshift operation theater when we make, everything will be carried in this vehicle for this camp and everything. Later a bus, we purchase a bus. And always we stay in schools, panchayat halls or parish hall, etc. Or sometimes we will be resting at under the star also, and there will be rain, potholes, or usually power cut, etc. And there's no Google map to locate the campsite and everything. So the local tea shop fellows, when you bake for tea, they will say where is the camp and everything. So we make a makeshift operation theaters. This is Ahmedabad. We're making a theater on the campsite with a tent and everything. But Angamali, we usually go to some nearby small hospitals or some schools, etc., making the operation theater. And usually the tables become the operation tables, and the torches or lamp will be the OT light. And we'll use a portable microscope later, and usually sterilization by boiling sterilizers. And the most important thing is we all have a courage. That's the main thing. And that time we do only intracapsular catheter surgery, and usually we do about 200 to 300 surgery per day. And they will be admitted for 1 week, and somebody will be posted there for 1 week. So we also conducted ICAM Lakshadweep also, so mainly the Kavadatti Islands. Dr. E.J. Mani and Dr. Radharaman were the pioneers for these camps. And Dr. Hamsakoya later became the director of health service in Lakshadweep. Fortunately, he was my classmate at Kottayam Medical College, so it was easy for us to arrange the camps. So we conducted many camps in Lakshadweep from 1990 to 2018. So these are some camp photos. We are VIPs going there in Lakshadweep. So the government of India will provide us for a helicopter and everything for traveling to different islands and everything. So this is some of the campsite. And this is a makeshift operation theater at the Kavadatti Island. A patient waiting for operation, there is post-operative patient after surgery, etc. So this camp was a joy of teamwork, when friendship was the best anesthesia. Doctors, nurses, volunteers, drivers, all part of one mission. So we shared jokes, simple meals sharing, local hospitality, and laughter. So that's our main enjoyment. And success of each camp celebrated like a festival after the workout 2 or 3 days. So these are the enjoying at the Lakshadweep. And this we are enjoying at a beach hotel in Kannur, near the sea, Arabian Sea. After the hectic workout 2 days, we are relaxing. This is myself, and this is Radharamanan, and Dr. Mohan Rajan. I think Rohan is also somewhere here. So these are, and Dr. Chels also, I think, later joined. So all these people are now sitting in front of me also. So it is a surgical evolution. It started with the intracapsular catheter surgery. So later we shifted to extracapsular catheter surgery, and later modified the small incision catheter surgery. And nowadays people are shifting to phacoemulsification, partly business also for training purpose for the fellows and everything. So these are previous operation theater. Now it is become a sophisticated operation theater. So intracapsular we have reached up to phacoemulsification. That is a evolution going on in ICAMs. And there's no Google, so we collect experience. So that time there's no CMEs. All the CMEs are just like collect more experience by conducting camps and seeing patients and do maximum surgeries. So that KSOS makes experience. So that we call the CME. There's no internet, no CME like this. Only journals, some correspondence, some observation only. So all the papers we made from camps, etc. So all these papers, camps we converted into award-winning papers, also community ophthalmology. We present most of the All India Ophthalmic Conference and KSOS. It's a community ophthalmology. We present this. That time there's no computer. We use a notebook typewriter, etc. And usually graphs and with rulers and pencils, we make everything. And we dedicate everything for a workload of wisdom. And finally, we achieved so many presentation in All Indian State Conference, and we make an award also for that. And these camps also, we shift into a training propaganda for Cataplasty or eye donation also. Tony sir started the IBANG Association of Kerala at Angamali in 1970. Wherever we go, we will give classes for the people, public, for the awareness and motivation program for eye donation program also. Because that time we are getting eyes from Colombo, IBANG from Sri Lanka, because of the Buddhist people donating. Later, we got eyes from Rajasthan and Gujarat from the Jains, and we started the IBANG Association, and we started motivating the people with the help of social and religious organizations along with eye camps. So we will take classes for them, and we motivate how to donate the eyes. So we will tell them, don't burn or bury your eyes, donate your eyes, that will give light up to 2 people. So let the child smile with your eyes. Donate our eyes. That is our motto. So summary, only human touch, no technology to reach the unreached. We are true soldiers fighting blindness with heart and hands. Technology may have changed, but the compassion remains timeless. Message to the new generation, never let machines to replace humanity. So all the camp now become a sophisticated camp. All the operation theater now become a very sophisticated operation theater also. But the technology has changed, but the human touch should not be lost. So salute and thanks, saluting every unsung soldier of sight. Gratitude to team members, hospitals and patients. Dedicate this journey to all who believed in service. So we have to go without without ego. So we can go for eye camps. Thank you very much.